I could not find a child to take. Then I was only left with one option. So I went to the house of Abdul Muttalib and I took the orphan child. I took a child with no father. She says, as soon as I took this child, I experienced miracles. What does she say? She says, when I was unable to take any other child, I took him sallallahu alayhi wasallam and I brought him to my camp. Miracle number 1. I was able to feed him all the milk he wanted sallallahu alayhi wasallam with ease. He drank until he sallallahu alayhi wasallam was full. And as did his milk brother. She says, I already had a child. I was already feeding one child, my own child. I took him sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who I would also feed, who would drink until he sallallahu alayhi wasallam was full. Yet I would still have enough milk to feed his half brother, his milk brother. Miracle 1. She then says, my husband went to our old she camel. So they had a very old camel. She says, my husband went to the old she camel. And to our surprise, her udder was full of milk. He was able to milk so much that my husband and I both drank until we were full. She said, my husband said, Halima, by Allah, I think you have brought a blessed soul. Miracle number 2. She says, 1, I not only fed him sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I was also able to feed my own child. I fed both until they were full. She says, miracle 2, my husband would go and approach our old she camel. He would milk the she camel so much that he would drink until he was full, and then I would drink until I was full. Then she says, miracle number 3. She says, we had an old donkey. She says, we had an old donkey, and it was the oldest and slowest amongst our tribe. She says, we had an old camel, and we had an old donkey. And she says, my donkey was the oldest and slowest amongst all the donkeys. Yet, when it would carry him sallallahu alayhi wasallam, she says, when I would carry him sallallahu alayhi wasallam and take a ride on the donkey, it would overtake the rest of the animals.